feeling? Conaree, how you feeling? You're looking good tonight. Good to be in Conaree this evening. And good to have so many of you with us. We're doing it big in Conaree. When they have meeting in Conaree, they go up the small roads. When Labour have meeting in Conaree, we have to come in a pasture, a field, because we're rolling big in Conaree. And so it's a pleasure, of course, for me to be here. Tonight is a bit different to what we are accustomed to. And we are unveiling our manifesto tonight. But we are unveiling it in a different way. We are unveiling our manifesto in digital form. Labour sets the trend and the others follow. Labour leads. And so we are serious about business here. And so I have my presentation here because this is going to unveil some of the critical things that will be unveiling for you, the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. And tonight, I want to thank all of our people and well-wishers and residents in the Federation who are following and supporting us from near and from afar. Comrades, I want to send big shout out to our citizens and residents abroad because they are listening us tonight. Each night that we hold these meetings, we are joined by hundreds of our fellow citizens who are tuning very early and they stay until late following every activity of this great political party, and we must express our appreciation. I review the numbers, and I'm heartened by the interest and energy of those in the United States of America and the various states including New York, New Jersey, Boston, Washington, Florida, the Carolinas, and the rest of the states of the United States. I also want to shout out to those in Canada, those in Toronto, Ontario, those in the Great Britain and elsewhere in Europe. I want to say to them that we appreciate you, that you join us each time we have our activities. I also want to say thanks to those in Asia and Africa and Latin America, whom our technology is telling us they are here with us tonight and night after night. We know that you have been sending words of comfort, support, and prayer. And we thank you this evening, our brothers and our sisters. We also thank those in the Virgin Islands, both in the US and British, as well as Anguilla, St. Martin, the French, Dutch, those in Jamaica. I'm hearing here. We send shout out to our Cuban students, many of whom are here with us tonight. Those at the university campuses at the University of the West Indies. We want to say to our diaspora that we appreciate you and that we love you. And we ask and we thank you for staying and committing to the cause of labor. Put your hands together for all of those in the diaspora. I also want to thank the thousands of you, comrades, and Kittitians and Nevisians who came out to support in their thousands yesterday, as I've said previously. Our 8 candidates you have supported, every corner of the island. And I am not one for forecasting, but I can say tonight with supreme confidence that a great wind of change is blowing across St. Kitts and Nevis. And it's impacting the 6 constituencies. And I'm saying to all that something big and something good is about to happen. Comrades, friends, citizens, and I want each of you to go out and play your part on that historic and momentous day when we make change here in St. Kitts and Nevis. I want tonight to thank my 7 colleague candidates. Put your hands together for them. I want to thank them for reposing their confidence in me. This has been a learning yet very stimulating experience. I have enjoyed the support and cooperation of my entire team, and I am confident that together we are ready to form the next government of St. Kitts and Nevis and return this fair land to the pinnacle of Caribbean pride, peace, and prosperity. Tonight, I want to influence a shift in the focus of this campaign. From one of introducing our team and highlighting the egregious misdeeds of the current government to that of looking forward at the task of remedying matters of concern to the people of our federation. We have spent the last few months knocking on doors of you, our citizens and residents of this great island state. We have met with and organized groups of persons, organized groups of labor supporters, organized groups of governmental and non-governmental bodies, all concerned over the systematic undermining of the social and moral economic fabric of our country. We have been knocking on doors and meeting our people. The last 24 months have not been our finest as a nation. And of course you agree. We have had more reason and occasion to shake our heads in embarrassment and in despair than we have had to celebrate and feel good and proud about ourselves. The revelation of corruption and malfeasance in public office by all 3 sides of the Team Unity government is sickening to the ear, to the mind, and to the souls of every Kittitian and Nevisian. Our country cannot continue like this, our fellow citizens. We need to change course. We need to change this government. You need to go out on August 5th and vote for the candidates of the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party and bring meaningful change to our country. Comrades, you have heard the other sides of this campaign. They are not for the people. One of their candidates has made clear he's running because he does not believe his family got its fair share under the previous Team Unity government. Can you imagine that? So does he not want to see Pam? He's going where he believes he can feather his nest. Then there are those running simply because it's better position for their businesses to access government contracts. It's never about you. Some are running outright because they have been paid to run, while others felt that they did not get enough on the labor, so now it's their time to fill their pockets. It's never about you. In one of the equations, comrades and fellow citizens, has the interests of our people of St. Kitts and Nevis been considered? Not a word has been uttered from their platform about the state of St. Kitts and Nevis economy and the need for us to adapt to the realities of fiscal management in the throes of a global pandemic, which I warn you is far from over. Candidates on the other side in this campaign are fixated with victory and fixated with defeating the other partner in the last elected government. But it is only the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party that is setting forth a roadmap for navigating the unpredictable terrain that we will traverse in the next 4 to 6 years. Only our party. And that is why, comrades and friends and citizens, I want to start by assuring you of our commitment to containing and managing the cost of living here in St. Kitts-Nevis. We have gone around this country and we have heard the cries of the people. As St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party will lower the cost of living for our persons here, for you, the residents of St. Kitts-Nevis. The cost of living is definitely too high. One of our first tasks will be to sit with food importers and devise a mechanism for containing the prices of key essential items that you have to depend on. We are not talking here just about food and a basket of popular goods. We are talking about life's necessities. There are certain items that we must purchase each month, each week, each day. And the government will pursue a policy that will guarantee a reasonable return on investment by importers. But at the same time, we will contain the price of consumer goods here in St. Kitts-Nevis. We suspect this would involve a review of existing tariffs as well as price subsidies. But I want to make clear that the focus of our government shall be about the welfare and well-being of persons, residents on the islands, and such policies will involve a rethink of how we manage and disburse funds for the Citizens by Investment program as well. I am all for the Citizen by Investment program, but I am also in favor of the mighty projects that successive governments have committed to and have embarked upon in recent years. But I want to make clear that my priority shall be to put roof over the heads of our people. Our priority shall be to put healthy, affordable food on the tables and attractive and dignified clothing on the backs of our people. We shall use the CBI program to benefit you all, our comrades and our fellow citizens. In other words, we shall support and indeed enhance the CBI program. But the first straw of our program going forward shall be a cost of living subsidy for the 48,000 souls living in this blessed Twin Island Federation. We will cut the cost of living with the work being started on the 6th of August 2022. I cannot have a program earning hundreds of millions of dollars and 20,000 vehicle owners cannot afford to put fuel in their cars. We shall determine what is a reasonable, affordable rate for the sale of gas and diesel to motorists. And anything above that figure will have to be borne by the government and its revenue generating agencies until such time as the global prices normalize and we can have market prices that are affordable to our motorists once again. But I also want to say that this initiative will temper the cost of catching a bus here in St. Kitts-Nevis, so the bus drivers also will benefit from this program. So we shall announce by the end of August what the price of fuel to you, the motorists of this country, shall be, and shall not exceed for the remainder of the year. You will not pay more than what you are paying now for sure. And already our economic team is telling me that they can return retail prices to minimum and to what it was in March 31st, 2022. But I give you the assurance tonight that there shall be a cut in the price of fuel to you, and that price cut shall remain in effect for the rest of the year, in spite of whatever happens in the global markets. Fuel prices are too high, and they are affecting our people here in St. Kitts-Nevis. I want to also say, apart from fuel prices, the same shall apply to essential food items for all Kittitians and Nevisians. Not all of us may eat meat, Not all of us use dairy. I am not about this rice, sugar, and flour story. All Kittitians must be able to go to the supermarket and buy their groceries without having to put back essential items on the shelf. If we are earning revenues through the CBI program, then the first thing that we should do is to ensure that we are protected, and we must protect our people here in St. Kitts and Nevis. There is only so much your salaries can do. And I am saying tonight that what your salaries cannot do, the revenue we earn externally will have to make up and subsidize the difference here in St. Kitts and Nevis so that you can afford to buy in the supermarkets. We shall also tell you by the end of August, after taking government on the 6th of August, what you shall pay for the remainder of the year for gas, food, essential clothing, and basic building materials as well. No more surprises. No more putting back items on the supermarket shelves. What you pay in August shall be what you pay in September, October, November, December, and January. Whatever is the difference to importers, we shall absorb in one form or the other. We are going to temper the cost of living here in St. Kitts and Nevis. So tonight, I just wanted to give you a little peep into what our thinking is. Each night for the remainder of this week, I shall continue to share and give insights into some specific aspects of our social and economic plan for the country. We shall make living in St. Kitts and Nevis a better experience for all of our residents. We were in office for over 20 years and never did anything to adversely impact the welcome and embrace of non-Kittitians born residents here in St. Kitts and Nevis. We do not have to throw trinkets tonight at our Guyanese, Haitians, our Latino brothers and sisters. You are here with us. You are now part of us. And we shall implement policies to help you to live among us, following the law and doing exactly what you are asked to do. You too shall benefit from the development and advancement of our St. Kitts and Nevis. So fear not, my fellow Caribbean brothers and sisters. This St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party also has your back. Tonight, I want to appeal to the voters of this country to support our candidates. Support me, Dr. Terrance, and support the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party's A team. We are about people. We are about developing this island. We are about responding to the concerns you have shared with us in your homes, on the streets, and in your workplaces, and we take them seriously. We are committed to the cause of serving you. Over the next few nights, we will lay before you our full plan with how we are going to deal with the issues that are affecting us here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Key areas of focus shall be job and income security, healthcare, agriculture and food supply, law and order, housing and social protection, education and scholarships, sports, youth and entertainment, the environment, and last but not least, cadre of the elderly in our society will also be looked after. We shall set forth in the coming days our roadmap for returning hope and optimism to our citizens here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Tonight is but the beginning. Tomorrow evening at Tabernacle, we shall zoom in on other aspects of our reform strategies so that in small bite-sized doses, you can understand by Thursday of next week the great difference that labor will make to the lives of our people and the landscape of this great nation that we wish to put forth. Tonight, I want to thank you all for rallying to the cause of the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party. I want to thank you for welcoming and embracing our candidates. I want to thank you for putting us ahead in the polls. No matter what they say, we have always been leading and we continue to lead. Thank you in advance for going out on August 5th and voting overwhelmingly for the candidates of the St. Kitts-Nevis Labour Party. And therefore, comrades, citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, tonight our exercise is to present to you our manifesto and to present to you our roadmap to put St. Kitts and Nevis back on the track of becoming #1 again and responding to the needs of our people. And therefore, I ask you to vote in constituency #1, to vote for Comrade Dr. Jeffrey Hanley. Put your hands together for him. I ask you in constituency #2 to vote for Comrade Marsha Henderson. Put your hands together for her. And in constituency #3, I ask you to vote for the Honorable Conaree Maynard. And in constituency #4, I ask you to vote for Comrade Samuel Duggins. And in constituency #5, I ask you to vote for His Excellency Comrade Kenneth Douglas. And in constituency #6, I ask you to vote for the Honorable Dr. Denzel Douglas. And in constituency #7, I ask you to vote for Comrade Leon Nato Nelson of constituency #7. And in constituency #8, I'm asking you to vote for me, yours truly, Dr. Terrance Joe, as the next representative of constituency #8 and your next Prime Minister after the 5th of August 2022. Thank you, comrades. Thank you for listening, St. Kitts and Nevis. Thank you for listening, Conaree, and all the surrounding communities. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. May God bless all of you.
Labour ready.